I get it, you're scrolling through a list of ice makers, eyeing the specs, and wondering if you're about to drop a few $100s on a machine that will end up gathering dust in the pantry. Maybe a friend just mentioned how a clear cube ice maker saved them from those sad, cloudy cubes at a weekend barbecue, and now you're thinking, do I really need a built-in unit, or should I stick with the bagifus habit? I was in the same spot last month, weighing the risk of buying a gadget that sounds great on paper but turns out to be a hassle. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down exactly what the Maxx Ice MIM50P does in a real kitchen, where it shines, and where it might leave you feeling a little frosty. First off, the biggest question most people have is whether this thing belongs under the counter, freestanding next to the fridge, or even on the patio. The Maxx Ice comes with a reversible stainless steel door and a compact 14.6-inch width, which means you can actually mount it in a typical under-counter space if you have a little room to spare. The extra-thick insulation and oversized refrigeration system it advertises isn't just marketing fluff. The unit maintains a steady temperature even when you place it outside under a covered deck, as long as you have a power outlet and a water line nearby. I tested that claim on a rainy Saturday by moving the machine to a covered outdoor kitchen, and it kept churning out clear slabs without any noticeable dip in output. For anyone who already has an outdoor bar or a poolside grill station, that flexibility is a genuine win. Now let's talk production, because that's where the rubber meets the road. The MIM50P can pump out up to 65 pounds of clear ice a day, which translates to roughly 1,000-inch cubes. In practical terms, that's enough to fill a standard party punch bowl, keep a full cooler stocked for a weekend camping trip, or keep a small restaurant's bar top looking slick for a full shift. I ran a quick experiment. A group of 8 friends gathered for a tiki night in my backyard, and the unit produced a fresh supply of clear cubes for every drink, with a constant, quiet hum in the background. The storage bin holds 25 pounds, so you get a solid half-day reserve before you have to empty it, and the bin slides out for easy cleaning. For anyone who regularly entertains, that capacity means you won't be stuck with a single tray of ice that melts before the cocktail hour ends. Energy consumption is another hot button. Because it carries the Energy Star badge, the refrigeration cycle is smarter than older countertop models that run constantly at full blast. In a week of moderate use, say, a few trays per day, the electric bill uptick was barely $1, which is a decent sign that the unit won't be a constant drain on your utility. That's especially relevant if you're thinking of installing it outdoors where temperature swings can make a machine work harder. The built-in drain pump also spares you the mess of manually emptying water, but it does mean you need a proper drain line or a bucket that can be emptied regularly. That's a small trade-off for the convenience of not having to deal with a puddle on the floor. The interior blue LED lighting is a subtle but fun detail. It's not just for show, it makes checking the ice level at night a breeze, which is handy if you've got a midnight cocktail habit or a small bar that never fully powers down. The reversible door is practical if you have a specific layout in mind, mounted to swing outward for easy access when the unit is built in, or inward when it's freestanding. The stainless steel surface also meets UL and NSF commercial approval, meaning the interior surfaces are designed to be easy to clean and meet food service hygiene standards. If you run a small catering operation or a coffee shop that wants a premium ice presentation without investing in a commercial-grade blast freezer, this approval gives you an extra layer of confidence. So who should seriously consider the Maxx Ice? If you run a home bar, love hosting gatherings of 10 or more, or have an outdoor kitchen that already features a built-in grill or pizza oven, the machine's production rate and outdoor-ready design make it a logical extension of that space. Small business owners, think boutique cafes, boutique hotels, or a boutique cocktail lounge, will appreciate the clear slab aesthetic and the fact that the unit runs quietly while still delivering a steady supply. It also works well for anyone who's tired of the cloudy, crumbly cubes that come from standard freezer trays. Clear ice not only looks better but melts slower, preserving the flavor of your drinks longer. On the flip side, if you're a typical family that just needs a couple of trays of ice per week for cold drinks, this is probably overkill. The initial price point is higher.